I just want to make some mental notes here. I noticed that walking sideways up this hill is a really good workout. That's better than walking sideways or even running sideways on flat ground. I used to train in football doing that sideways run and then the twists. You one leg in front of the other and stuff. It's a lot more effective to do on an incline than on flat ground. There are just a lot of advantages to using an incline, mountain type of deal over flat ground. I've never been a big fan of flat grounds, so I really appreciate this here in Astoria on the trails. I really have to adjust and move differently and work my muscles a little bit harder this way, so I really like it. And of course, backwards walking up an incline helps too, but it's the sideways that's really going to work different muscles. You want to work those hip muscles good, and this will do it when you're forced to walk up an incline. I've always wondered, this is my crazy thought post, about if playing football on like a mound where you have like the central part being the highest portion of the field, and maybe it could be elevated, I don't know, like 5 feet from the rest of it, and just have this big mound. That would change up the whole strategy of the game and make it more interesting. I don't know why people haven't brought a idea up like that. Flat ground really just doesn't offer much benefit. That's why a lot of people have hip problems and are in bad shape, is because they tend to rely on the flat ground, and they think they have to run on it and walk on it a lot, where really the advantage is uneven ground or like a mountain like this. Astoria probably laughs at the people who live on flat grounds. Look at their skinny, weak legs and calves, because this place really is a benefit for exercise. I'm almost near the tower, but yeah, I kind of fantasize about that. What would it have been like, if they changed the rules, changed the conditions for the game? You could run on up and down a hill a little bit. I think the injuries would be the same. You'd have different advantages for defense and offense. Having to work up a hill, a slight hill on offense could be different, or having to use defense going up a slight hill. That'd be interesting. The mound towards the center of the field would give a different appeal to the game. You wouldn't worry about home field advantage. You worried about uphill advantage or something. I think it'd be great, and it'd be really good for people's health to have something to run on more than flat ground, because flat ground sports really encourages people to exercise more on flat ground, and that just leads to more injuries. That's the problem with flat ground sports. The only uneven ground sport we have is golf, and that's really not even a sport anyway. And then people like to call them motocross sports, or there's a lot of hills and stuff. But really, there's something, or they need to bring in more, or even soccer. Soccer would be interesting on a hill, a mound, anything. And just put it on a mound. In baseball they have that slate mound for pitchers, but that's not enough. No, flat ground sports really doesn't do our health justice and the encouragement of it. We need to figure out something better. Even basketball, wouldn't that be interesting to have? It'd be harder to dribble a ball over a mound. But just, some kind of change in the terrain would definitely do our health a lot better benefit.